afio me yanko. Now, the road to the quarter final no so assistance now I'm why clear that made for. And you know on Facebook you can get to see it with the various parents and the tree. This time there's no draw again. That was the last draw on our year. And this time on I will be sharing you know that after this stage you are going there, this stage you are going there. It is what it is and the yellow share how on never be and it starts from tonight. Your home and away fixtures. Similar to their your boy during the playoffs, you know, after the league phase, no yet that just one or legs, you know, this time or home and away. Say could be if you could buy who don't so also fear. Now we room now wa babo. That is the league that is around 16 no the road to the final, no three no, and a stalling that to say Liverpool a couple PSG and in day we are the winner between Aston Villa and a Club Brugge Nebishano, a Real Madrid elbow against Atletico Madrid. I was then when they because either PSV or Arsenal. Barcelona couple against Benfica. I was then the winner between BVB DORTMUnd and a Lille Metropole who mo kune Nebishano. Say by an essay couple Leverkusen no chance they would fire not in Inter Milan winner no and a Bishano a year the quarter final. A 1 house neighbor room and a the semi final. New to now to the round of 16 fixtures. And say syndicate another be a panther. This is the time maybe able to open a paper now. I jot down some odds na you two and I could fix him na try. We like so but no wafana or the amoa. And the first game near Club Brugge versus Aston Villa. Club Brugge versus Aston Villa or Belgium. And fellas, this is a fixture. You a repetition of it. On March day 4, the monk of Fabio was sounds who share. On March day 4, you Club Brugge and was sounds who share in the league phase. And the main fixture on the March day 4, fellas. Now Club Brugge will share Club offer no that is Aston Villa by a goal to 0. And I was sounds who share that is this time around, you know. And during that fixture, in about 14 matches in the UEFA Champions League and other UEFA competitions, now Club Brugge war against English opponents, no want to win be that. And I will connect the win, you know, at their home grounds against Club of Aston Villa in the room inside around 16 and so first leg and so Club Brugge Sanso Bofi. Spice Center or Sanso Bofi. But the main results no in the first leg, no only any direct reflection or impact on the second leg. But it is rather to motivate Aston Villa to say, "Hey, we not even any players on one common. What's alcohol in recent past? When how experience not and the experience, and they just have to learn from it and go and get a respectable scoreline. And there is this advantage: all our company clubs or what the first legs, you know, away. So what about the second leg now? They get motivated to fight for the 3 maximum points. They will be overturn a deficit if there is any. How will happen in the first leg now? No, they secure qualification. That is the advantage a club of an Aston Villa. War in the Newbury, I walk over the first leg now away. Fellas, let me crave your indulgence. Shred a dripper, boys in the call Belgium, though the question club with Aston Villa boys. Mine. Jonas Spice, nice
Aston Villa players, no.
Hey, it's a life for pan. What my 3 points and can go from Wash he club with you for 16. You are understanding that to look at this.
Fantastic.
You come Rams in the Marcus Rashford, you know.
Rashford in the Champions League.
I'm saying, I'm bound by 10 of them. True for Buffalo, why the white hoodie? No, they another jacket, sleeveless, black. What they good? Sneakers no compulsory white.
Sneakers
compulsory white. John on Facebook now. Sneakers no compulsory white.
Fantastic.
And a sleeveless jacket no so black. So too much. It's black and white no now combine them white kids them no. And it's my favorite color so. That combination black and white that is the drip. It's a moon you retail a man and you men can so how na which waji jadi the man what they travel. This is the manager we na Emery. Okay. Yes, the manager Nangasa you na Emery and so now all join the trip. And I think that he's come under a lot of mentions because of how Wabua catapult a club of no Aston Villa my assistance now. A quarter Manchester City one more in the Champions League game, but Aston Villa the one him. Oh yeah, the lack of the drones will play a fact. Say we are one an Elysian in the next stage, one an Elysian in the next fixture. Into the playoffs in the bed, not similar almost on win automatic qualification. Sitting in the playoff, Obi community news at Real Madrid, win to now one qualified. But during the first time na we share this season in the UCL na me saw my day for no. Was on 1-0 no. A lot of things na was say down papa no. Into area ne set up na in the Emiliano Martinez the goalkeeper no dem na. It was Ezri Konza, it was Tyrone Mings, then Diogo, that is Carlos. Ian Martin on the Dortmund Copa Champions League final last time around no. On and all bas the left back. In the middle there was Yuri Telema and Abubakar Kamara. Magino a captain Obo behind Oli Watkins as the number 10. Leon Bailey on the right side and on the Morgan Rangers so on the left side. In there a lot of things now was the out front in the Pempo for instance. It be a bit of Marcos Asensio to was start. Morgan Rangers bottom now was start. Marcus Rashford plus Oli Watkins. That is the depth of Papa Nwenya. And in the Mabo Boniface, Mambo Magin as the attacker, Mambo Leon Bailey. Marcus Rashford na Bishop, Marco Asensio Bishop. And Obo drop probably Magin to play together in the middle of the park with Yuri Telema. Azel decides to move now and join the fold, you know. I be able to the Lucas Digne probable as the left back. And if Lucas Digne with his experience, or as the left back, let's say Ian Matson or in the backup, fellas, check the depth in squad as Aston Villa. And I think that with the middle loss no Okunya at that time, you know, this is the proper time for them to get that reaction. Also to know what to one. And say, elbow first leg no away at all costs, fight for a point. Necessary for briefly. Never in the second leg at your home grounds now. You two know Kuanaji the 3 as 1 point, and I'm looking forward to an away win or draw for Aston Villa and Unai Emery. Now to the, Signal Iduna Park, my very own Yellow Blacks, BVB Borussia Dortmund. And you've been a 1-over another against Lille Metropole. And fellas, if a Lille one position in the French or Ligue 1, they are around the 5th position. Dortmund the 10th or German Bundesliga. In the domestic form, and I had a called the game one can automatically Lille no one award and also BVB Dortmund. But if for nothing at all, Dortmund a defending finalist. Last season one German Bundesliga no was struggling even when the Leverkusen were by Munich no one award on fellas. Now Dortmund in the top 2. That is the situation for them. Nonetheless, they were able to go as far as the UCL final and lost it to the best club in the said competition in Real Madrid. Into Wengu and Animasi. It's say Lille, that's a domestic competition or form room. That's a Dortmund or struggle in the Bundesliga now. On Sada Omo, that kind of motivation at all costs and a little signal do not pack. Now, about course, an upset. But then for the previous meetings now, it dates way back to 2002. Set it in Birmingham, you know. That was the time I called from Wallisia. 2 times Nina and in a draw. 28th February 2022, 21st, that is February 2022, the first leg in Albano. It was 1-1, and a second leg in the base after 7 days. So, no, the end is 0-0. So, the immediate past meetings at Dortmund winning against Lille, no, Nina and in a draw. Jonathan Davis, a leading the Lille setup. All baby share say Ugurasi. Even as an international, I don't know free USA. No, there is Giovanni Ren on see an attacker for Dortmund. On so free USA. Until you are number 2 no way sure. But say Ugurasi no represent club of on Dortmund. No, or the highest top scorer in this season's UEFA Champions League. Or a former player for Lille. Obo Dili and San and the Stuttgart take for now. All about join the club of Borussia Dortmund. I don't know how Dortmund are able to do these things with the kind of strikers as constantly what to know and how what will elevate one of the best in Europe. A count to quit the call for Bobby Lewandowski. A Senade Babasha Usman Dembele in a time. Pierre Emerick Aubameyang, Abba Bessi, this current crop of players, Elibro Haaland and the Yenya, a certain say grass in a fellas. It's also the kind of project on call from Germany. And the best they can show, no, one another 2 Champions League finals in recent years. Bundesliga also once under the manager Jurgen Klopp. I don't know to intend the people card so Thomas Tuchel ne time would know GB. But the UCL ne by idea and call other ones about to the par. Lewandowski be the top scorer for the UEFA Champions League. At a point, nearly Haaland the top scorer. Only Nano will represent Borussia Dortmund. So Gurasin so abe the highest top scorer. Also represent the club of the Borussia Dortmund, but won't to enjoy the Champions League. No, Bibinan in the club of the Dortmund indeed. But under the new manager Niko Kovac, I think that just the status quo now will continue. Breathing new sort of air into the players. For when they last 4 matches, for instance, Papa Nwababona, it's been a loss, a draw, and 2 wins. 2 wins in the competition, and I will struggle with vis-a-vis the UEFA. The German Bundesliga. and a walk was a club of fun Union Berlin 6-0. Over the weekend, no was St. Paul so by 2-0. That is the kind of team and the Lunu Obenya as far as the UEFA Champions League in the Embroil concern. It's supposed to be at the Signal Iduna Park. Fellas, anything short of Dortmund carrying the 3-1 point no be more. Any the kind of resurgence on Golf no album with the goalkeeper in Gugu Bella only keep a clean sheet on consistent basis. Now all about 150th game for BV Borussia Dortmund. It was all of a sudden the Julian Rice and Moye, the Remy Benzibian and Moye, the Obit the Nuko Schlotterbeck, and Mary Chan Moye in the central defense no will keep a clean sheet. Gone with the days in recent years, not Dortmund defense, only the weakest part of the setup. How has the man in the covers, how has he been able to do it all of a sudden? Keep a clean sheet, Felix Mecha, yes, that is not the best midfielder for club of Borussia Dortmund. O pray, walk Brighton and Hove Albion, no offer price cry that is gross, no what in the baby shame. And there's a Pascal Gross Nigel film or a German international do, but all Dortmund set up in a back of a wild ball for a very long time. I couldn't check the form of Jimmy Bino Gettins. Should that of Giovanni, that is Reina. Should a striker in Sivu Grassi. They've set up a team, they are very enviable. In the UEFA Champions League, they are supposed to be average on paper, but when the going gets tough now, you can get to see the individual players, rising up to the occasional World Club of Dortmund. So at the Signal Iduna Park, the Yellow Army, the original nature rally behind them, fellas. I'll go for a straight win for Club of Dortmund. It's a very daring bet. It's really a
straight win for Dortmund.
Me, I am putting my coin on Borussia Dortmund. That the Signal Iduna Park, nobody they do. But Fabian is true for the sake of bet. You win or draw.
Double chance.
The worst for Dortmund in this game, that is a draw as far as the league game is concerned. After Yanko, Holland, I want to Arsenal also come against PSV Eindhoven. And fellas, so far, PSV, when they recent past games against Arsenal, in the last 6, for instance, Obiara is Yanko 2. It's been 2 wins, and 2 draws. That is in the last 6 games, And anytime Biala a win in the Babano, it's either a whooping goal margin. Arsenal was a PSV 4-0. Or a draw so obey a 1-1. Draws between one body now a 1-1. PSV win the and was Arsenal 1-0. And now 2-0. Arsenal is a PSV it's either 1-0 or 4-0. That is the recent results not that the Munko Fabian won in team. Into men chill. Nan shall put a boss in the team. Nan found compare tet and then anchor automatically. There is a straight win for Arsenal the Gunners. Because Arsenal proved to be very, very inconsistent in the situation one and name the kind of Arsenal over 10 up. Either way, that Arsenal now always share a club like Manchester City, another Arsenal now over lose dama some of these minutes in the game in Aston Villa Mona Dadeno. And name the Arsenal over 10 up. So be very, very careful. Or sounds an away fixture. PSV Felicity Ruiners one go room inside the quarterfinal Basamaba. BBLNC. So pressure be no one do. But we can emphatically say they obey Dinam Arsenal, they obey the English Premier League, than they be also for a pandemic minimum. Into concentration should be in the UEFA Champions League. It should be on the UEFA Champions League. Because he need wait for the same. And Champions League I can't confirm what them were being willing automatic qualification for Inter Milan, for Barcelona. A club like Arsenal, they were supposed to be part of the best performance of the UEFA Champions League phase. No, true or false? Instead of going to get to top Nenya a draw against PSV and enjoy. We have to enjoy it. Sports. That is where the pressure lies on club of Arsenal. It sounds so be taken into cognizance the poor run of former club often the PSV woman stands now. In their last 6 games, they have only 1 win. Interestingly, that's 1 win in the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal boy in the league phase against Juventus. PSV so boy against Juventus then they Ebona was on by 3-1. After that win over Juventus in the UEFA Champions League walk boy against go ahead Eagles only if you will lose 2-1. Was sounds so only the KNVB that is cap we be send is here in the Eredivisie no go ahead Eagles to Korea was also on by 3-2. So in the last 2 games Ninya go ahead Eagles was a club of the PSV 2-1 and then also that is 3-2. That was the win, and after the win, a winner over Juventus. Now, called the catapult on confidence. No, we want to know and ride on that. But the compare Arsenal then in the last season, or 2 losses, fellas 3 wins and then also a draw. But their last 4 matches, Arsenal win a colipe. Arsenal last 4 matches. We win a couple of win over. Obey against Leicester City. But Leicester EP and one Rihanna. What we?
Almost struggle.
Well, struggle, Papa, and the Ruud van Nistelrooy. There's Arsenal, and then sorry, Leicester City, Simba Bay. But a test in Newcastle United, they were unable to compete. A test against West Ham United, when 2-1 compete. A test against Nottingham Forest, the best for them was just a draw. And I have seen a very depleted attack for Club of Arsenal. It is part of why in the last 4 matches, Goffney win just one penalty. And Wally Brim. On Pony had to take a Miguel Meruna, no one as a makeshift number 9 off the bench, no better than 2 goals. No. Now, on all things being condemned to lead the lines, no. With a bit of the Trussard on the left side, turning one area on the right side, Felix. Ebona Thomas Partey and Martin Odegaard declare Rice Mobile on a bit in the middle of the park. But when the supplies come for these attackers in up front, no, I'll quite deny one. No, I'll quite the Papa, I'm a club of Arsenal one attack. No. And with this depleted side, I'm very careful as to how I'm predict this particular game. I see an under 3.5.
Under 3.5.
Me when they go so over bubble 3. Our confidence about mine over 1.5. Over 1.5. Ebiana wono e wa kokuduli to the juobo timu na dade. Ebotuma akọ a win or draw for PSV and Dovin. Ebotuma akọ PSV and Dovin. Home win or draw. But over 1.5 I see 2 goals happening in the game, but I don't see more than 3 goals happening in this fixture.
Okay.
Yes. That is with the Arsenal and then also PSV game now. Walkable ewa win. I feel to the biggest game. And the live commentary yede baba. And Madrid derby and a year at this stage. That is the sort of competition and the UEFA World Seven Diamond. And they be America the na clubs are casting opera and awarded the UEFA and the Super League no opera or Fabano. Nenka this stage round 16 and class are Cassibi will share. In terms of old format now, in this stage in can no be for the same country and won't to me share.
Come to me share.
Won't to me share. But in the watching a year buying me can BV that is buying for Leverkusen. In the other Madrid, they be Atletico de Madrid. Then either Atletico de Madrid or Real Madrid. I couldn't call the quarterfinal and Pona Academy semi-final and final. Then Bayern Munich and Leverkusen. I couldn't call quarterfinal, semi-final and Pona. That is final proper. That is the new UEFA Champions League. I really enjoy, and it's supposed to be a very crack of a game. In the you can't miss it for anything at all. Anything at all. And you be 8 p.m. you kick off. By 7:30 item from your papa you boy a woman out to medal predictions that's or dance and po live coverage or sim no goal it ya so yeah sure ya back side. So anytime I see a Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid game one player over margin my CR7. One player over margin my CR7. And never been any believe okay it's down to the coefficients now in the one in Real Madrid setup no more to but even when Oko Juventus are only the same compliments compared to Real Madrid the teammates in first otum no san so tete club wo for no oye Atletico de Madrid in terms of history now it was in a 4-1 it was in a 3-0 it was in a 3-0 and a certain 3-0 no san so represent a club wo for no that is Juventus only a serious 7 no know the owners lies of the Vinicius Juniors the lies of Rodrigo Goes the Vinicius that is Kylian Mbappe that one so one time as that one so but why I want a bit. Now, for the head-to-head between the two sides now, on that to one young penalty team of Real Madrid. In as many matches as they have met, Real Madrid they win in 91. 44 times, no one games end in a draw. At cook it only 41 wins. No be I saw 41. Ashen and 90. And then you lose 91. The Amana Felix when young pen. On your young pen. But at go one confidence when you had the quarter with the team. No, your dominance Real Madrid willing ya. In a breakaway bay and football to club of an Atletico de Madrid, Into Coffin one arriving on issue, it dates way back to the start of football as far as the Spanish culture are concerned. Onyenda some crack. Onya Simeone and Ancelotti and Zidane what the bay. At Corner Real Madrid and Felix, there's a bad blood. You can arrive people gamer. Instead, anytime we you can see that kind of aggression. Blah. Nama, that's the kind of history we don't confirm on it. A game about the Santiago de Bernabeu. Meaning can I to Kunonya the wood to by that club often Real Madrid, because so far both teams now we share one about 5 times in the knockout ties of European football. knockout no we share about 5 times fellas, not even once na to go to wa eliminate Real Madrid if you knockout title of the UEFA competition no mu minister making it asa no we share 5 times in knockout phases of European competition. Ninya 5 ninya Real Madrid no we eliminate Atletico de Madrid.
Spice Center Sports.
At going to Madrid number. Oh, knockout phases. Selection from this angle now. Automatically, it should be a walk in the park for Tima. What for that is all Real Madrid. But for the little details and the tactical that is approach, I expect the both managers whatever. With the man in Ancelotti, and I see him to be under a lot of pressure. Ancelotti, no, I don't want to believe that Nangasen will create that man. Or down to the circumstances. Even though some of us were of the belief or the firm opinion, then general transfer no. Kobotu a few businesses were about one year said that one year business during the general transfer. And when the going got tough, you heard that he was getting exposed. The number of makeshift players are alter or use one. Fast forward, he's gotten a matured player in Marco, that is Raul Asensio, to partner Antonio Rudiger. You heard all about Lucas Vasquez against Real Betis. Here it was 2-1. No confirm Lucy. The supposed leader at the back in Antonio Rudiger no. On our coach penalty no what the show no. And the mechanic number of penalties and confirm will concede in the year 2000 and that is all 25 in Gotin. Last time Nkofo Ebienu was sans who share fellas a ended draw 1-1 and confirm boy. The mo draw no boy no at Kogo no was share na you learn average or converting no a penalty. No a penalty no relent to no Okwekotia Atletico Madrid player in the Jeremino that is Luna na eventual wallet the penalty no down on wall convert. And in the Rudiger Sanaba, Asensio Sanaba together with that is Ferland Mendy and Lucas Vasquez nibi. So Vasquez nebo na say Fidi Valverde na mbobo as a right backer or a recipe for disaster. If for nothing at all, that test that was supposed to be served against Real Betis no, they couldn't compete. We lose 2-1. But Yebo Obitre Valverde as a right back against Manchester City, we saw how Madrid were conquering. That is the difference. Anytime Vasquez as a right back or a recipe for disaster. But there is no Jude Bellingham. To Jude Bellingham, one of the headaches for Carlo Ancelotti, Membo Eduardo Camavinga together with Tolu and Tchouaméni in the middle of the park. Never Valverde Nkobo right back. Another member Tchouaméni and Valverde in the middle of the park. Now Vasquez Nkobo as a right back. And now Luka Modric number ball together with Tolu and Tchouaméni. Oh, saying there, Luka Modric number in the middle of the park and so on. More that kind of duration, no. For the flanks and the fine, you can make do with a certain Brahim Diaz who scored or got that consolation for them when an over against Real Betis. You can get a certain Rodrigo Goss, a very unsung hero in the setup on the left side of the attack, with Vinicius Jr. and Kylian Mbappe so leading the lines for them. Valvini or a lot of case to make for himself and for Madridistas this time around, fellas. Boy now called the down drums in match. Even if it's November, but La Liga, boy was a 1 goal pa. Vinicius Jr. if it's November, but La Liga was only 1 goal. You'll be one for Ballon d'Or now, and what's we know? One cook grenade, man. But form of Vini woman, fellas, it is not something so big to write home about. On Saturday, your boy neighbor, only Vinicius Jr. He has the complement of one of the most informed players in European football, in that is Kylian Mbappe. And among Mbappe, Bia or Real Madrid, Numa, all my respect to Carlo Ancelotti, BM. Fellas, said Diana Mbappe only from in the early stages as a Madrid player. No, if it had been any other manager, probably in Kabuene career and Kawa end. And Kawa Benevi. But how Papa no see manage situation, no. Even when he is not scoring, even when he's not firing, he still has a way to infusing him into the setup. Plus Vinny Jr., plus Rodrigo Goss, plus Jude Bellingham. And then Chile can had in the all Petra required that Madrid setup no nya. Quartet and what quadruple the man or solo do. And a back credit to the man in Carlo Ancelotti. And in the all miss will be to the Jude Bellingham who is suspended, no. Although to now all men probable lineups or setup, what be when the results are as good as another school equal as they be benya. The Jude Bellingham and original no born pepe.
Okay.
And with this setup, now I don't think it is that bad. The only one I remember me today from Vasquez as the right back. Uncle Bovavard or the luxury of playing Obitre, Luka Modric or Eduardo Camavinga to complement the efforts of Tchouaméni in the middle of the park. Okay. Even though I'm of the firm opinion, regardless of the midfielder, club offer Real Madrid what the Babano, Atletico will beat them to it.
Okay.
Mark it on the wall. The partnership between Rodrigo De Paul and Pablo Barros, you know, fellas. Maybe probably confirm said and Shawan. I say maybe because of the Pablos and I may mention, no. And these are the sort of names oh yeah, and Pablo. Prince Mason tell you be very, very careful behind me. Pablo Barros, you know, fellas. Say you can midfield be eba ombre or your mobile or cover grass and ground, sir. Meaning say you Julian Weigela or DORTMUND team na and that is a Georgian club no what did you one day no in the middle of the park. The mobile no one can be. Bonnie would race in the pa very aggressive. And a moment there was Rodrigo De Paul or unity or the die or the attention that man but obio ye jumane kasepa on film with the boss to boss duties. The recovery rate all cover grass and grounds ni no. It is the Pablo that's all Barros lad no. Okay. Normal would go the pawn no corner. Otumo surge forward. No madame defensive splitting passes no for the attackers to go and finish. Samuelino a left back. It is likely that the man will play him as a left winger together with Marcos Llorente. And Llorente no so penny baby no tomorrow as a right back. So with this 4-4-2 formation you're selling that to your Facebook page, you know, fellas. Adia papa ne pa in there. Ezekiel Galan, Noel Molina, that is Lunomad and One Jimenez. If this probably see on the first level of Papa Roma, Samuelino and then also Llorente. Wababa can win your next 6 at the back. In the defense without the ball cutting. And a very disciplined midfield in Pablo Barros and then also Rodrigo De Paul. You know what that does? All the respect the club offer Real Madrid, allow them to control. But with this low block, don't forget the out front the luxury of the pace of Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann. And first the Munko Fabi in what ball together, a 4 and 5 or a confusion or what the more. Wakaka would know that boom. And the Medi Julian Alvarez no home come over day. Ebe boy in the kind of form our master stance now. And how anytime more partner Antoine Griezmann, no, fellas, Otu no one.
Okay.
And with this double that's men up front, or sounds who were the luxury of the backup in players who had a lot of experience in his food. And he moved on Mambo Alexandre Soler. That Argentine striker now off the bench, but Wabatico for a very long time. Did not escape Mkaka. He's also part of the setup. Fellas, these are the complementer. Man, know what is disposal there. Anytime on you even off the bench, Obutuna will introduce one. No, I bet Shabona Bibia with Tuna, while Quida, club or follow. That is Atletico de Madrid.
Okay.
Into Madrid about all the fellas. Won't Yana home brudo. I hail Korea National and American. They won't have it on a silver platter at all. In I hail Korea or a different profile of a striker. In Alexandre Soleno or a different profile of a striker. I hear Korean day the all hair club press defenders now why retrieve ball the day for or Jara over Panisho. In Soleno, you'll be aerially or you're very good at it. And at the speedster and Nobio Butum or Bamboozle new way through the defense lines. No, it is Antoine Griezmann. Obasanso are the assist and the provision of the passes and also. And the lethal and the most prolific of finishers, the man in Julian Alvarez. Fellas, okay. 4 attackers or strikers. Man, no tomorrow rely on them. Oh no, Kitampoto, Real Madrid, one leading marksman, Yawana. It's no killing Mbappe. Mbappe is in China, one in the backup. That is the little details, no, you can want some. This is the first leg, no. And that's Polish first. No, Real Madrid back now, but tonight best for Madrid, no, end in a draw. Don't be surprised at all.
Okay.
Who is Santiago de Bernabeu? Or one of the factors on my Musuka Academy, but there are some few elements to take home. On my mean confidence in article, especially under the man in that's why a cholo Diego Simeone to my damage, for recent games now for no Wabana. Fellas, article one and said the Real Madrid do. The last 6 matches no. It's been article 3-1, Real Madrid 5-3, article 4-1-1-1-1-1-1-1. It's about 2 wins for article, 1 for Real Madrid, and then the Warsans Wabenya 3 draws and the trot. In the last 6 matches no. In the last 3 matches ni now of now about 1-1-1-1-1-1. That means the game will go to over 1.5. The last 3 meetings, Ni now wind 1-1-1-1. And Sesha as one puna aside the 1-1-1-1-1-1. No, it's been 4-2, it's been 5-3, it is 3-1. Is that not over 1.5? Is that not over 0.5? Only over 2.5? Or something over 3.5? You be quite over 4.5. To go straight the 9 it is likely the person will win. Both teams to score, it's a sure bet for me.
Okay.
Both teams to score is a sure bet for me. for me with the confidence and me wonder that Simeone with Atiko set up an assistance now on the fellas. Men are win or draw.
Away win or
It's
draw.
a very daring bet
For Atletico Madrid.
for Atletico de Madrid. Jude Bellingham was there the track in the middle of the park and he's not present.
Okay.
In the Onka team no home. And the over reliance on Kylian Mbappe Penfelis on certain Dimunye. And the young Vinicius on the form and so inside Anya Papa. A better me the complement of the player in that is all Obitre in the Wodrugo goes on find number account. But me share the attack of Atletico de Madrid with the 4 players na mark and one answer no, especially with the form of Julian Alvarez and Antoine Griezmann. Fellas, I am forced to pick a win or draw for that.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico
Okay.